Greetings, today is Wednesday the 20th of April and we're at the trailhead of the West Fork of the Gila River at the Gila Wilderness in New Mexico, and we're getting loaded up here. We got Cliff, we got Christy and Jen, and over there's background is Daniel, and over by the sign is Wesley. And we're headed out for 5 days. We'll make a loop, go up the West Fork, the Middle Fork of the Gila River up to Pryor Cabin and back down the West Fork. Wish us luck. We are just entering the Gila Wilderness, the hot springs, and the group is marching up on ahead, and I stopped to roll up my pants, so they're making good time so far.
It'd really be cool if we could see one.
Holy shit!
No,
Look at it, chop down all these trees.
Hey,
Oh yeah. Someone with an axe could do it out here.
oh, definitely. The beaver.
Must have been some eager beavers out here. Thank you.
It's definitely the highest one for sure.
Uh-oh. Oh, go ahead, I'll get you crossing. The campsite of our first campsite in May 2021 from the beaver dam, even though there were a lot more bushes here. It's still here.
No, we're just hiking. I don't know. Was that we're hiking again?
All right, good morning. Go ahead, go ahead. We just got up and there's the campsite right over that little hill. Just put on our dry socks. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, man. It is so cold. It's like 38 degrees right now. Morning.
Morning.
I don't know how Daniel gets through these without cold.
I don't know. Got Zach socked again.
Boy, that is just gorgeous. Another swimming hole.
Mark that.
Oh, I'm sorry, are you filming?
No, I'm gonna mark it on the GPS.
We're just about to get to Jordan Hot Springs. So you guys we passed from North Carolina?
What's that?
Did you pass us yesterday?
You camped in the meadow area down?
Yeah. Y'all from North Carolina?
I am, yes,
Yeah, where are you from? North Carolina. Raleigh? Yeah, sorry to intrude on your situation.
Both? That's right, you both are.
Yeah, they said they were absolutely unaware of the amoeba situation.
Wouldn't they have like a sign or something if it's like that? Drop it. I'll get back in the middle, okay? You get back to the wall.
Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Very nice.
There's so many beautiful spots. I guess they're all waiting for Cliff.
Yeah. There he is.
Oh yeah, the man.
There's like no choice here.
Yeah.
Phil, you couldn't have laid out some rocks while you were waiting?
I was trying to pick the deepest spot so everybody could get some refreshment. Today could be Friday. We're the 22nd of April and we're at the Meadow Campground. We're just about packed up. See, it's beautiful here. The creek is right over behind those trees. We're going up to the Prior Cabin. It's 4.5 miles and we're going to be carrying some water because you just can't be sure. The water report says that there's plenty of water, but somebody said they didn't see it, but they didn't look for it. So we're looking forward to going uphill, carrying extra 8 pounds of water per person. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So unfortunately, we leave camp and immediately after we have all our dry shoes on and socks for a forest hike, we have to cross the fucking river again. Okay, good job. She got across the log crossing against my better judgment, because if you were to fall off that, then we're heading back to the parking lot. Yeah, here's where we should have camped so we didn't have a wet crossing. Who knew? This fantastic place right across the river for people who've been here before. Yeah, and they don't tell you, but this one is absolutely beautiful. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about 500 feet up. We're about halfway up. And there's the river down there. I'll pan over here. I think we camped over there in that notch where the mountains come together. So yeah, we're on zigzagging up the mountain.
Yeah.
Got a little while to go here. Here's a view from 7,100 feet. Been going about 45 minutes. Almost to what I'm considering the end of this climb. Well, I, for one, am extremely glad we're almost at the top of this bitch, so I'm pulling out my chair and take a break. Okay, we've reached the top of the climb. We're at 7,200 feet. There's a nice little campsite right here at the top of the climb, which is not surprising because there's no water here. So I'm gonna go over here. Wesley's got an overlook here. I'm gonna walk over there, see what's going on. Hope I don't fall off the cliff here.
Spectacular view, I'll tell you that.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh lordy, that is beautiful. That's the river valley we walked up. Can you see where we camped at all from here?
So that's where, so we camped more over that way.
Yeah. So you can see you got all these twists and turns here.
So I feel like we came in from that way, right? I think.
Hell, I don't know. That's a good question. Which way is south? So Zach's made it. Mountain Goat's made it. My Grand Canyon buddies here. What do you do now?
I thought we were like over the mountain cloud or something.
Okay, so here is
And then there's a blue
our
over there.
camp right there on the bend of the river, where you have the light trees, and you have, it was our camp last night, and that's it's almost exactly 1,000-foot drop. So it's 11:17.
I'm thinking we should stop and have lunch here.
That was actually pretty funny.
Golly, nasty.
Mountain Man Cliff
Yeah,
has arrived. The party's complete.
I'm probably looking for birds. He has like a whole.
You guys can look down the mountain there and see our campsite. Well, the Thunderbirds finally made it to Prior Cabin, and it was a feat indeed from the Meadow Campground. So now we're off to find that water, even though we did haul up about 200 pounds of water. Now let's go find out. Because we hauled the water, that means there's going to be water here. All right, wish us luck. Jen. Christy.
Yeah.
Zach. Wesley. So we're putting up our tents. It's going on 4 o'clock, which means I'm missing the window, my nap time window. So I need to get busy here. The wind is howling like a freight train, unfortunately, right now. So it's made putting up these tents problematic. So we put up our tents in this gully here, this wash, which is supposed to be the safest place since there's a drought. Oh, I'm just kidding. Show around my side of my tent here. Not much to see since I've got this little thing on my sleeping pad. I'm having some problems with this. I'm getting messages from my wife saying that nobody's getting the messages, and I send out 3 a day.
The great tent moving.
What's going on? Finding a better spot? Was it in the...
We moved to a better neighborhood.
Was he in a bumpy area or something?
And he couldn't get his stake.
Yeah, they kept pulling
Tent
up.
pegs in.
Yeah, mine blew open too. Red ones that you've got,
Yeah.
and that one seems to be one that holds the best.
I agree. I think the
Groundhogs, yeah.
MSR groundhogs are
Alright.
slightly lighter.
It's a dirty tent.
Yeah. By the way, you're more than welcome to go take a peek inside my tent if you're ever just curious. What goes on in there? I'm never telling. I'm never telling. Now I'm gonna go over there, show this, but you see that water cistern down there? It has an underground outlet that's about 20 feet behind it, directly behind it. And there's a little rock mound with a metal box, which is the outlet, and that's the cistern. A couple of nights, if that's any history, you know, the wind's been dying off after dark. And it's been really still. Yeah, I don't want to get up and fight the wind for 15 minutes. Yeah, there's the Milky Way back into the sack. Well, but that's what we're going to be doing anyway. We get everybody. All right, I want to show you the cistern here. There's the tank, and you can see the cabin. And right downhill from it is this metal box, which is extremely hard to, unless you know it's here, you're not going to see it. So you open that up, and there's water in there. And it looks like it's coming out of this tap. You can turn that tap, and we did. It trickled that a little bit, but I assume that that is used to fill up this box. Oh, is that to catch rainwater too?
Maybe.
Maybe the box can't get higher than that. I mean, the water level.
Yeah.
22 degrees this morning. At least it was about 5 minutes ago. It's about 24 now. So, really, really cold.
And then, so I sat up and it stopped. And I was like, okay, maybe it was just me. So I lay back down. A few minutes later, I start feeling the vibration again. It lasted for like maybe 45 seconds to a minute. Y'all can feel that. I almost hollered and woke you guys up. Like I thought about it, just be like, hey, I need someone to verify that I'm not crazy.
Well, maybe the war's begun.
Well, it could have hurt. It was just like this vibration underneath.
So what are you having for breakfast this morning, Christy? What are you having for breakfast? Oatmeal. Oh yeah, nice. There's Zach over there filtering some water. Or pledging allegiance to the rain gods.
Quilt. So I put the quilt on top of my my other quilt. So I doubled up my quilts.
So Chrissy, those cliff down.
All right, so Cliff threw my coffee in the water.
Cliff threw my coffee
Now I have a
in the water.
situation. I'm filtering the water I got out of the cistern last night. All right, this is what the top of the mesa looks like as we head out from the prior cabin. Getting a really late start. It's 9:20. But some of us moving kind of slow. Oh, look who's here. It's Daniel and Wesley, who are always ready to go. Yeah, they are ready to go. Yes, indeed. It's beautiful up here. Very dry, very dry. Places, man, if there was a fire up here, it's looking down towards our campsite. I've been going about 40 minutes. There's the dynamic duo from Dallas. So we're getting up here to a little high spot. Hopefully we get a little bit of view. But this scenery here is just absolutely terrific. It's amazing. I love being on top here. All right, we'll go up here and check the, by the way, the Forest Service map trail is not the primary one that I'm walking on. So this must be a newer trail since the maps were updated. Anybody remember the name of this park? Is it Woodland Park or Wilson Park?
Woodland.
Woodland. So we're in Woodland Park and it's just fantastic. It's gonna be flat as a board until we get up to the tank, and we'll take a peek at that.
Would it be called a prairie or something?
Well, no, they call this a park.
Park, okay.
But could it be a prairie? I don't know. I think that'd be a little bit more wide open. Oh, this is beautiful, isn't it? Okay, we're at the Woodland Tank, and there's right now on April, what's today, April 24th? April something.
23rd.
The 23rd, there's, looks like another couple of weeks at least of water. So now we're going to look around, see if there's an actual tank around here. I'll go back, look at my map, see, because there might have been. I thought there was two things on there. Probably 2 or 3 feet deep. Maybe a couple more weeks, maybe a month. We got 2 different water reports. People telling us there was no water on the trail, and already we found 2 really good sources. We're looking for a lunch spot. We're about 3/4 of a mile before we start dropping down to the river. We lost about maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes following a sign that said West Fork, but that was the West Fork going over the through the mesa. So it was the wrong direction, so we had to come back and take the sign towards the other park. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen, but which was where we're not going, but we'll be turning off on another trail on the West Fork and hope that it's a maintained trail. All right, lunchtime's over at the corral on the mesa, and we're heading back up to the cliff walls, and we'll start our descent down to the West Fork of the Gila River. We seem to have lost a member of our party, Zach. So what we think is he's ahead of us because of my malfunction, where we just followed the sign for the West Fork as opposed to Lily Park. And so we'd walked about 10 minutes before did a double check, said oops. So we had to walk back, get on, but the trails had changed. They weren't exactly like on the Forest Service map. They didn't line up. In fact, they had quite a few instances where they have not been lining up. So anyway, we're on track now, and we're looking forward to linking back up with Zach, because we sure hope he's in front of us. Okay, I wanted to mention that when I got up, checked the temperature in my tent at 6:30 this morning, it was 22 degrees. Like, yikes! And now about 5 minutes later it was 23 degrees, so it started going up. But amazingly right now it's 66 degrees. Well, it's 20 degrees cooler than it has been, even though the high, it may have only got around 80 yesterday, but it is really cool. And there's been a breeze that, so we've got that wind chill, so it's probably equivalent to being in the 50s. Also, last night at the prior cabin camp, we kept having windstorms, and a couple of people kept having their tents blown down because of the nature of the soil, pretty sandy. So we had to move tents around until we found a couple of spots for these other tents to have some solid ground to put their stakes in. So this is the mesa or plateau. We're about 7,400 feet or so. We're about maybe a half a mile from the trail that starts to drop down to the river. And our last major intersection was the tank, Woodland Park tank. So it is fantastic here. It's really beautiful. Okay, we just stumbled upon this in a field, and I'm going to check it out. See if it, oh look, here's the cistern. And nothing there. There's the tank. Looks like it had a shuttlecock on there, just like you would have for a toilet, turn it on or off. That's pretty clever. So it's either, it may have water. I have to go look. All right, we got the bleached bones of a cow or a horse. We got the jaw here. Got some teeth. Got some more bones over here. Got the spinal column. And some more here. Holy shit. It's been a squatch. I think it was a squatch. Oh, we're approaching the river gorge. Over there you can see the gap between to my left and then the mountains in the background. So we're going to be headed up here, and then not too much farther, just maybe 10 minutes or less, we'll start the descent, and we hope we're going to be on a maintained trail. But this trail we're on right now looks pretty good, so fingers crossed. So we've started the descent, and right now it's pretty nice. There's Cliff and Christy. Thank God we're going downhill and we're not carrying 5 liters of water. All right, we'll see you in just a bit.
Leave. Unless I'm wrong.
Or it's just a big ass lizard.
I think it's just a big ass lizard.
Looks like one on something picture.
You guys will have to send me a map.
So we're down in the valley now of the West Fork, the Middle Fork. No, wait a minute, the West Fork. And we're about a half a mile from where we came down the ridge. And there's a trail junction here. But we have this beautiful campsite. It's just fantastic, as you can see. So we got here at about 2:30. It's 3:40 now. We're just taking our time setting up. The wind's starting to pick up. We're hoping we have a fire tonight. But we're not going to do it if the winds are too high.
I've had people tell it to me before when I've asked their allergies. It's not like I dig into it at that point because I ain't giving them chocolate anyways.
I see now why you don't do that around people.
Yeah, that was gross, wasn't it?
That was so gross.
It's on fire.
Is it? Ooh, smells like burnt Fritos, all right. I can smell it. Fire, fire.
That's incredible
That is pretty incredible.
because
And there we go.
Well, we'll put some.
What did you think of it?
Well, it always been.
You know, it's pretty impressive how long those like improvised techniques can take if you're not really practiced at them.
It's been, if you go down the list of people give you a trying of who started this year's first forest fire. So those watching this at home, this is about a 10-minute fire, and then we put it out. I'm sorry, I'm just too paranoid starting a fire. You look at all these trees around here, and
Me too.
so we're just leaving camp. It's about 8:45 on Sunday the 24th, I think, on day 5. Sun's just starting to come over. I'm gonna go about 6 miles today. Go on. Can you get by me without knocking me in the water?
Try.
So warm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a warm current there. Yeah.
You got this on tape, huh?
Yay! Good morning. How you doing?
Yeah. I don't know why you are training when you ride that thing, you know?
Yeah.
You get really good aerobic
Yeah, that's true.
fitness with it.
All right, give me a battery indicator. Come on. All right, let's turn around here. Oh, almost empty.
Want to go ahead?
Oh, no, I was just trying to Get away from that tree.
But don't you pay the person equivalent to the work, you know, the work that they're doing?
Well, at some point you have to set a baseline, though.
No, that's terrible. Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, that's the same.
Pro. Wow.
Pretty fun that one, right?
Good morning.
Morning.
Look, no, wait a minute. There's a cliff dwelling right below it on the left.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look,
See
right there.
Right there to the left of it.
Oh my God.
I saw those and I didn't know what that was, you know, but you're right. Looks
That's
like
awesome.
There's two
Support beam
beams
holes.
on there.
Wow.
Here, out the side so we see it better.
What is it?
I think it's a juvenile bald eagle.
Different views. Oh yeah, I think so.
No, I never heard of it then.
Hey, Daniel, my man. You're the man, Daniel. Can we read the tombstones? Is it two different graves?
No, it's one.
So we got William Grudgings, waylaid and murdered by Tom Wood, October 8th, 18, what does that say? 93. Age 37 and 8 months.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm with you. I need to get a picture of that.
Yeah.
What's that say at the bottom?
37 years, 8 months.
Good job, good concentration. Great concentration. Next.
Now for the big man.
Oh, very nice.
Man, I keep hoping somebody falls in the water, but nobody ever does.
Good save.
Yeah.
He just uproots the sign and takes it home.
Yeah. I do have a Florida Trail sign that I found in a junk pile. St. Lawrence National Wildlife Refuge. It's right back there. Yeah, I don't know. Phil, did you see the markings on the back of that sign? Oh, it's the CTD. On the Divide Trail.
Where?
On the back side
Oh.
of that.
A little more off the trail, please. Just a little bit more. Give them room.
You guys back up maybe 4 or 5 more steps.
All righty, will do, sir. All righty.
Where are you guys coming from?
We made the loop around from the start up the other fork, the prior cabin,
Oh, cool.
and down. Where are you guys headed?
White Creek.
White Creek. Howdy, good morning. Good morning. Y'all meeting a group up there? Resupplying somebody?
No, we're gonna go clean trail.
Do what?
We're gonna go clean trail. So we're packing in. Clean the trail.
Okay, for those guys that were hiking in, remember? Good morning. Good morning, cowboys. Good morning. Here he comes. Here comes Cliff with his trail name, Eroded Trail. E.T. Eroded Trail. We got the car here. Well, I guess this is as far as we're going because I think Cliff's going to be in that car in just a second.
Yep, drivers only.
Wesley the man. The man. Yeah. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Congratulations, big guy.
Thank you. You too.
Wow. Great hike. All right, Cliff.
Good job, y'all.
Y'all still here?
Not the one that's there now, but the one that was there before.
Started with her, what do you mean?
Asked if she would, if there was anybody going back.
This is what happens after a backpacking trip. You take over the parking lot.